Let's take a look at the injury report for the Vikings versus the Jets. What's up, Vikings Nation, and welcome to the Minnesota Vikings Syndicate. I'm your host, Trey Wicks. Now, before we get started, make sure to drop a like, leave a comment, and subscribe to the channel. 650 subs is our goal by December 12th. It's very doable, only 40 some away, so make sure to subscribe. Now, hey, Week 13's upon us. Let's get to the injury report. We'll start with the Jets, and then we'll work our way to the Minnesota Vikings, who really have been healthy for the most part this season, other than, the Lewis Cine debacle and the Andrew Booth debacle. It is what it is. Not many people on our injury report, so let's get right into it. Christopher Gates actually dove through this per the Vikings Wire and gave us a look at who's in and who's out potentially for this game this Sunday. He starts with the New York Jets, basically stating, these are the guys who did not participate. Running back Michael Carter, safety Ashton Davis, offensive tackle Cedric Ogboe, something like that. Butchered his name. Sorry about it, Cedric. And then cornerback DJ Reed. Those guys are not practicing or not participants, at least Wednesday and I think Thursday as well. And then limited to participation, offensive tackle Dwayne Brown, nose tackle Sheldon Rankins, and tight end Kenny Yeboah. I don't know. But yeah, and then full participant, there's no players listed there, so their injuries are either they didn't practice or they were limited. They're kind of keeping or making sure that they get healthier. But he says that Carter is the Jets' number one running back following the injury to Breece Hall, who was having a Rookie of the Year caliber season before he got hurt. Now, Reed is listed as the starter at cornerback across from Sauce Gardner, and I haven't seen any word on why he was out of practice for the Jets on Wednesday. Probably just, seeing where he's at, making sure he's 100% ready to rock and roll. They don't want to risk anything, especially with having a 7-4 season and a legit chance to probably make a run and make the playoffs. So the Jets, not really banged up, but they sort of are. They lost Breece Hall. It's kind of like the similar situation that we got with Lewis Cine and Andrew Booth Jr. But here's our injury report so far. Did not participate. We have offensive tackle Christian Darrisaw dealing with a concussion. He suffered a concussion 2 weeks ago. Then he played last week. It had an early exit with another concussion. Not last week, excuse me. He didn't play last week. 2 weeks or 3 weeks ago he got one. 2 weeks ago, he reestablished that concussion, didn't play on Thursday, and here we are. He's still not participating. I think being 9-2, they're kind of making sure, hey, we don't need to rush him on the football field. We should be just fine, okay? He did not participate. A limited participation was by safety Harrison Smith. I'm sure he's back in full action today. And then full participants, this is massive news. Cornerback Caleb Evans, who was dealing with concussion, he is a full participant. Let's go. He'll be ready Sunday. And this one is the big one. Defensive lineman, D-tackle, nose tackle, whatever you want. Dalvin Tomlinson is a full participant in practice. Boy, oh boy, I am pumped. Our run game, or stopping the run game, has been horrible. We haven't been able to, and that's because we've been without Dalvin Tomlinson. He is a massive piece to stopping the run game, and we're going to get him back this Sunday. I cannot wait. The Jets are going to have to beat us over top, which is kind of scary because Garrett Wilson's a dog, okay? But I'm not worried. I am not worried. They have Mike White, okay? If he does what he did last week, we should be scared. We should be ready to rock and roll. However, there's literally no one on our injury report. He follows it up with basically saying some good news and bad news on the Viking side of things. The bad news, obviously, is Darrisaw, who is still not participating after the concussion he suffered against Dallas. Now, Kevin O'Connell has said there isn't a timeline yet for Darrisaw's return. And with the Vikings all but assured of a playoff berth, the team should be taking their time with him. Blake Brandel can hold things down for as long as the Vikings need him to. On the positive side, it looks like Evans and Tomlinson are both on track to return on Sunday. Evans has missed the last 2 games dealing with a concussion, while Tomlinson has been out for 4 weeks with a calf issue. The fact that both of them were full participants in the first practice of the week bodes pretty well for their status on Sunday. Their returns will welcome for what could very well become a defensive slugfest. Now, I'm pumped. Not many people on either of our injury reports. This is going to be a battle, okay? 7-4 Jets versus our 9-2 Vikings. I cannot wait for this matchup. Let's see what Mike White actually has in store for us, because this defense, man, we have got to get going. But with Dalvin Tomlinson, I got a little hope. So make sure to drop a like, leave a comment, and subscribe to the channel. We're trying to get to 650 subs by December 12th. Have a great rest of your day, folks, and Skol Vikes.